Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and we're going to continue our campaign of Space Hulk Ascension in the Hammer and Anvil campaign with the Ultramarine Space Marine chapter, and the time has finally come. We're on the last mission of the campaign, and we have our general level up type stuff to do to wrap things up. I'm kind of highly doubting that we'll be able to... Oh yeah, that's a good thing to get, willpower, for our librarian. Okay, let's see, what else we got? He's now level 5. Does that give him anything as far as equipment? It does not look like it. Skills? Okay, so we've got heat management. What else we got? Auto senses upgrade. The Terminator's perception radius is expanded by 1. And move and fire upgrade. The Terminator can move and fire without an aiming penalty. Okay. I'm not sure how important those skills are for this particular Marine. And I'm pretty sure we don't have any new psychic abilities, so he's pretty much done with his level up. Let's go to Rufus, who's now level 4, which don't believe is anything too new for us. We're just going to give him a point of ballistic skill. And because he already had a point of agility. We could have given that perception, but that's alright. Let's go to the skills. Heat management is fine for me because, yeah, we don't get a second skill. Let's look at our loadout. I mean, not our loadout, our equipment. So we've got a motion detector. We're definitely taking that, and we're taking our frag mine. So level 4 wasn't anything really new for us. And then this guy is just eternally broken, so that he always says he needs a level up, and he doesn't really need one. And we tried every time to make him not need a level up, and yet he always needs a level up. Okay, so now we're on to the final mission. From darkness to darkness. Destroy the failsafe system, preventing the Space Hulk from translating into the warp. Objectives: deactivate the fire in the control rooms and activate a warp procedure. Difficulty: impossible. So yes, this is going to be a difficult mission. This is going to be a marathon mission, so I hope you're ready for the ride. Let's get into it. The Geller field has been disabled, and the strike force is dealing with the gene stealers. The last part of the mission falls to you. The only thing preventing the Fortress of Desolation from translating into the immaterium is a fail-safe system designed to stop warp engines from engaging without an active Geller field. This controlled from 2 cogitator, I think that's how that's pronounced, chambers deep in the Space Hulk, in what was once the Titanic Grand Cruiser Emperor's might. You must find and destroy them. Once the failsafes have been disabled, you must activate the Emperor's might warp engines. Doing so will drag the Grand Cruiser back into the immaterium, taking the remainder of the Fortress of Desolation with it and ripping it apart, ending its threat forever. Okay, and we already heard what the objectives were.
Sergeant of the squad.
We're going to just go ahead and skip past the deployment nonsense. Okay, slight brain fart there. If you noticed an edit, that's because I couldn't remember if I had any characters die last mission, and I wanted to make sure that if they had, I had leveled them up, but that was just me having a brain fart. Nobody died last mission, so we're fine. That was actually the mission before last that we had characters die, so no biggie. Okay, so we're going to come in with a normal Terminator. And this is going to throw me off. I needed to change the face on this guy so that he is a generic guy, because he's going to get me confused. Okay, so we're noticing right away an issue. But I don't see... Okay, there's a door far off in the distance, which is going to be a problem, and I see that they did this on purpose. Alright, in that particular corridor, the door is right in front of me, so it's going to be less of a problem. So we may spawn most of my guys in this little area. So we'll just move up and put an Overwatch down. Okay, so it looks like we kind of have more of a wide path here. trying to figure out what's going on here. So we got a couple doors. Okay, so this is kind of an interesting setup. So the way they did this is you can't run up and open that door and lock this down with an overwatch. That's pretty much impossible because they made the door too far away. Okay, so I think I know how I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to move up just one. And we're going to put down an overwatch.
Order confirmed. Holding.
I think what we're going to do here is going to be the majority of our movement with this middle squad, and we're going to use the guys on the periphery to lock down these side corridors. At least that's my idea at the moment.
Scanning for enemy
Until we
movement.
can get up and get this door open, I think that's the best course. Okay. So the next guy I want to get in here is the sergeant.
Squad deployed.
And move him to here. And put an overwatch down.
Securing area.
And need, okay. Have this guy spawn here.
I shall not fail.
Be a backup overwatch.
Weapon at the ready.
And this guy up here
The Emperor's finest.
to be a backup overwatch. We're gonna have guy spawn here
Terminator ready.
and come up and put an overwatch
With all
down.
due haste.
So we have 3 overwatches going. We're going to put our flamer in middle.
Squad deployed.
We're going to have our
Moving out.
okay, he's going to do a backup overwatch.
The enemy will fall before me.
Alright, I'm trying to think down here if this is what I actually want to do or not. If we take this overwatch off, we can move up to the door and open it, but that guy's likely to die. But I'm almost thinking it would be worth it, because then I get the door open. I mean, it's kind of crazy at the same time. You know what? I'm not going to do that. That's kind of crazy.
Holding position.
I just was kind of concerned with the bottlenecking here. What I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to spawn. I'm not even going to bother spawning in the last guy, because these guys are pretty much on top of the spawner. I'm just going to end the turn and see what happens. I'm playing this super cautious, but it's supposed to be quote-unquote impossible, so yeah, now I feel stupid.
Movement, brothers.
I should have done the move that I wanted to do last turn, which was go up and open that door. Because now I'm kind of in trouble. Oh, that's alright, we can deal with it. Okay, so psychic abilities. Alright, well, we'll deal with this as we move. And it's like the annoying thing with this is it's perfectly set up. I mean, it's not perfectly. It's purposely set up in a way that you can't really
Moving out.
move up adequately to deal with this stuff. Well, I can move up, get the door open. Then put an Overwatch down.
Order confirmed. Holding.
Kind of crazy, but we're going to do it.
Affirmative.
See, this guy just ignored this door, this Gene Stealer here. He's not even trying to get in here. Just to piss me off, of course. I would have preferred if the Gene Stealers had opened the door for me. That's what I was actually going for. And was I not locking down these spawners by standing where I was? I wonder. Okay, let's go ahead and spawn this guy in. And oddly enough, he gets the squad bonus, even though he was not... Okay, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, it looks like I was blocking at least one of the spawners. It's kind of hard for me to see that circle. So it looks like if I'm standing here, I'm still covering it.
Moving.
Okay, so we've got 3
Stay alert,
Overwatches.
brothers.
Okay. So this guy's going to be kind of a problem, but that's alright. We're going to move forward a couple spaces. It puts the Overwatch pretty close, but we're going to have 3.
Securing area.
So I'm not too worried about it, and I want to get my my Psyker up
Clear a path.
so that I can deal with things. I'm kind of curious here. Nah, wouldn't be able to do that. So let's move on up and put the 3 Overwatches down. Just as per usual when I'm doing these missions, I've never played them before, so I have no idea what the best strategy whenever I'm doing any of these things are. Okay. And I'm actually going to move the Psyker into this corner. And use his Psychic Storm area so we can get that area down as far as we can. Again, just one space off from being able to get all of them. Let's do that. Okay. It kind of relieves the pressure down there for that group that's down there. And we're going to go ahead and use his ability to now meditate. So he gains back his psychic points, which are very important for us. And that looks like a good turn. And I'll probably move this guy up 1. Okay, Overwatch.
The enemy will fall before me.
We can always, next turn, go up and open
My
the door
aim
and
is
stuff. Because this Gene Stealer more than likely opened this door, and then we can use Terminators to lock down this area with Overwatches. So let's do that. End our turn. You know what? I didn't put any Overwatches down, so that would have been bad. Okay. That should be good. I think everybody that can put an Overwatch down has it.
Enemy sighted.
Yeah, I would have been really surprised if that Overwatch didn't work.
Targets.
Alright.
Hostile targets ahead.
Oh boy. And this looks like it's a dead end, too. So, sending these guys down this way was just not really a worthwhile idea. Okay, if you're wondering what that click was, that was me turning off my microphone to have a coughing jag. I still am pretty sick, under the weather, so I apologize for that. Okay, so let's move on up. Turn.
We have movement.
Alright.
Enemy inbound.
Now, how we can deal with this situation is, I don't know. This is kind of going to be rough either way you look at it. Thinking 3, Let's just take the overwatch off so we know what we got here. 3, then turn. Makes 4. And overwatch.
Let them come.
Go here. It's kind of risky, but I don't really feel like we have another option.
Weapon at the
Going
ready.
down here and trying to lock down these spawners just looks like it's suicide. Which, again, I think they did that on purpose so that this mission is going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult to lock down spawners. So I'm
Take your
probably just
position.
going to need to move and not really worry about it 100%. Oh, you know, this would be a good time to use the flamer, wouldn't it? Probably should have thought about that before I made my move here. So we're just going to move out of the way and put an overwatch down this
Overwatch.
corridor. Get my flamer up. I think that's funny that this now occurred to me. That's probably our best bet right there. Might not kill the guy in front.
None shall survive.
Luckily it did. Okay, that is good for us because now that this is locked down, I'm not too worried about bringing these guys up. So let's do that. And we can worry about now this corridor here. Let's open our door. Let's put down an overwatch.
Weapon at the ready.
Bring this guy up. And overwatch.
Overwatch protocol initiated.
Okay. Move this guy up one space so he can open this door, which will help out this squad later.
Overwatch protocol initiated. Holding position.
I think I messed that move up. Probably shouldn't have done that, but that's alright. I think I'll just leave it as is. Now my Psyker is going to try and use his psychic abilities again to take care of as many of these guys as he can. And as per usual, very effective. And that looks like an end to our turn, so let's end it. So far, there hasn't really been much of a threat. But maybe I'm, shouldn't speak too soon.
Targets. Targets. Weapon malfunction.
Okay, so a lot of doors are getting opened over here. I'm really not that far from where we need to go, too. The only thing is, though, I see the objective 1 is here, but it's actually past the fire. Maybe we need to go down this way. Sure looks like it. Okay. Alright, now, I had an overwatch here. Is there... Oh, this is a dead end, too. So this overwatch is completely useless as well. Alright, so if you're planning on doing this mission, these two paths are pretty much a waste of time. Alright, so let's take off the Overwatch so we know how many action points we have to work with. We have 7, so we need to go here and then turn to do an Overwatch. Because if we go here and turn, that's not enough to do an Overwatch. So 3, 4, Overwatch.
Order confirmed. Holding.
This guy is just going to move here as a backup Overwatch. Okay, Overwatch.
Going into Overwatch.
Alright. Well, moving forward is definitely more important than worrying about what's behind us. So it looks like I can blast the vast majority of these guys. Okay. So this is a dead end. So we now have to go this way. Okay, that's interesting. Not sure if I'm going to go both ways or not. But with most of my squad's going to have to split up anyway, so might as well. If only I could get an Overwatch down this, that would be good, but we can't.
Holding position.
So we're just going to move up a few spaces.
Watching for enemy contact.
Honestly, as much as I think I've messed up a couple moves and I have no idea what's going to happen here, I think I'm doing all right. Let's do our meditation. And luckily, because we're not moving a whole lot, he can keep up. The Flamer, I don't think I really necessarily need him in any particular direction at the moment. So I'm going to just have him come up in the middle. Okay, now we have to deal with down here. So let's cool down.
Clear to fire.
Move back. Which gets a kill. Have him backpedal. Well, actually, this costs as many action points as doing this. Okay. And reload. And move up. So I'm kind of just doing a moving kind of screen. So 4, so 3, and then I can put an Overwatch down. We're keeping within range of the sergeant.
Scanning for enemy movement.
Just move him one up, put down a backup Overwatch.
They will fall.
Okay, so we're moving along. This is going to be tricky, getting down these corridors. But we'll just have to see how that goes.
They come.
Blasting them. They're using a couple Broodlords here, which the autocannon was able to take care of. Alright, we got our next action down here. Okay, this is getting a little dicey, but so far so good. So let's move down our corridors. Okay, we've got a spawner here, and a spawner here. Alright. Move That's about as far as we can move and still put an
Going
overwatch
into
down.
Overwatch.
So we're going to do the repeat move over here, where we can't be, we can't guarantee that this is symmetrical. So it might be slightly different over here, which it is mostly in the way that the spawners work. Fortunately, it looks like about the same problem we had over there. Kind of hard to tell how these guys are going to interact with us.
Flank secured.
Okay. I'm not seeing much of a problem with our move. Which one is the sergeant? I'm getting... That one's the sergeant, right? Okay. So we'll back him up. Probably shouldn't have put him in front because he's important. At this point, I kind of have to start making decisions on how I'm going to divide up the guys. Okay, this guy's going to back up the sergeant. With a backup Overwatch. And a backup Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Okay. Now here... we can at least kill a couple of the gene stealers over here. So we're going to do that. Now, keep in mind, we can't kill the Broodlords, and I don't know if these blips are Broodlords or not whenever I do these psychic abilities. They may very well not be, so let's do a meditation. And then just bring myself up in the middle here, so that I can go either way, depending on which one looks most threatened. And the Flamer I'm probably going to use here as a rear guard if these other moves don't work out too well for us. Okay, so we got this. Need to... I mean, essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to abandon this kind of rear guard stuff.
Objective logged.
And if the AI is smart, it will let me go. I mean, it won't keep sending a bunch of spawns behind because it's actually kind of a waste for it to do so. And that makes my trip going this way easier if it keeps sending guys this way.
Stay alert, brother.
Wow, he went through a lot of ammo. Just go ahead and move up the rest of the way, because you can't reload until you've emptied it. And here and here.
Objective logged.
And Overwatch. I have to pay attention though if I'm getting the squad bonus, because I might accidentally make a mistake and account on an action point that I don't have. Okay, that should be the move, so let's go ahead and do it.
Enemy sighted.
Got some action here, action down here. Okay. I expected some heavy action.
My bullshit has failed.
Yeah, unfortunately jammed, but just in the nick of time.
Bolter malfunction.
Okay, we got a bolter malfunction there, because they kept sending spawns here for whatever reason. And we got a bunch of spawns here. So exactly what I thought. I mean, the fact that they send spawns over there was just complete waste for them of that, because now I've pretty much cleared out this area. But it may even be worth doing to... It's hard to see if this is a dead end, but it might even be worth doing to shut off that spawner. But instead we're just going to move forward. So let's turn off the stupid Overwatch. So here, okay, we can see a little bit better what's going on. How many action points do we have left? 4? Okay. So I'm gonna move. Alright, actually I wanna, yeah. Kinda hard to tell what this is. Okay, that's just scenery. I'm gonna do a reload. An Overwatch.
Securing position.
Okay. This guy's gonna move here. Looks like he has a reload to do. And load. Overwatch.
Order confirmed. Holding.
This guy is gonna go. Okay.
Affirmative.
I'll be able to put an Overwatch down. Okay. Just wipe these guys out. Save us the trouble. Okay, I believe I just told you to wipe those guys out. Oh, is it because that guy is a brood lord and it's not letting me do it? Because he's immune? That's really annoying. So I'll just try and take him out the old-fashioned way.
Affirmative.
Yeah, exactly. That's really dumb. The area effect should still happen even if the guy is a brood lord. Alright, so we just had to kill him. And one more hit will do it. Unfortunately, that missed. And that is not going to be good because that means that I have to do... Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Alright, well now we just gotta keep shooting until he's dead. Okay, that was really annoying. Okay, is this another brood lord? Yeah, it is. Alright, interesting. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna reload. And we're gonna put down a force barrier in front. Right there. That way that they can't take advantage of the situation. Okay. Put our Overwatch down. Alright, what I'm thinking here is I'm going to have my librarian go this way. Because it looks like this is the way that's going to make it, honestly. So, I want the librarian to go the way that matters. Okay. I'm going to send our autocannon up. Have him be a backup Overwatch. Fortunately, the librarian can't do that. He doesn't have enough action points. And then these guys are just gonna backpedal out. It's probably really dumb the way I'm doing this, but okay. Let's see if I can be a little bit more efficient with this, with the other guy. Okay, so it looks like about the same thing, because no, that's actually worse, isn't it? So we'll go here, and we'll turn. here. That gives us enough to do an Overwatch. He doesn't have very much ammo, but
Let them come.
that's the price you pay. Alright. Let's do our next turn. So far, so good. Okay. Okay. Okay, you can't quite reach there yet. Oh no, yeah, you can. Oh, okay. Are those all Broodlords again? Is that how it's going to give me difficulty? Is that it's just going to give me a bunch of Broodlords that I can't deal with anymore? If all three of these guys are Broodlords, it's pretty much impossible for me to kill them. Because I have to hit them 3 times, and then I have to hit them, the next one guy, another 3 times, which that's like all of the action points I have to hit every single time. So it's literally impossible for me to kill these if that is the case. Which the game's pretty much made it so that I'm going to fail at this point. This guy's just going to put down Overwatch. Oh, he already has an Overwatch. Never mind. I mean, because putting down the Overwatch is pointless because he's just going to overheat. Oh, this is going to be tough. And that means all 3 of these guys are Broodlords as well. So how do you deal with that? Because if these guys are all 3 Broodlords, they're going to get to me and kill me. Well, I have an idea. I don't know if it is a good idea. But it's what we're going to do.
Yes, my lord.
Except the only thing I just realized is that this is completely pointless. And there's a door right in front of him, so I just totally screwed that move. That's going to be something I have to do next turn. I just realized I have to go this way, because you can't go that way. Whoops. Well, that's alright. We'll do the move that I intend to do. And we'll just deal with the consequences.
Order confirmed. Holding.
Heat bolter. Okay, now you. I'm gonna move up a couple spaces to get the heck out of my way. In this instance, I'm just going to move as far as I can move. And I'm going to put another psychic barrier down. Right there. Now I have to go this way, unfortunately, but that at least keeps them off my back for a little while. And this guy's just going to
Clear a path.
backpedal back. put an overwatch down.
They will fall.
Okay. Now I've got a problem over here. I need to backpedal. And backpedal. Reload. And overwatch.
Flank secured.
This guy's going to do the same thing. We're going to do a backpedal.
Yes, Commander.
And a backpedal. A reload. Overwatch.
Holding position.
And the flamer is going to do its magic here in a second. With a wide fire. Like that. Which is probably the best course of action. We don't have to deal with that.
Righteous kill.
Okay, now we have to deal with this nonsense. Okay, so pretty much my plan is to shoot this guy as many times as I can and still have a little bit of action points left over. Okay.
None shall survive.
Alright, so we killed that one. And another Broodlord, imagine that. So, essentially, now that there's only one Broodlord left, I'm going to leave it down to my Overwatch to take care of him. I need 3 shots on him to kill him. So I'm going to cool down,
Weapon functional.
reload, and Overwatch.
Securing position.
And this guy is going to do a backup Overwatch.
Scanning for enemy
And
movement.
hopefully this autocannon takes care of the guys that are coming this way, because if he doesn't, that guy dies, and then possibly that guy dies. And he only does have 30 rounds, so hopefully it does. Alright. You know what I could do to make sure that that doesn't happen is I can move forward. That way they'd at least have to beat through him. Sounds like a good idea.
Acknowledged.
Okay.
Overwatch.
Okay, and another little coughing break there. Alright. I think we're good for the turn. I'm kind of nervous about this, but we'll go ahead.
Initiating attack protocol. We have
Okay,
movement.
blew that one up. Oh, we killed him at the last second. Alright, hopefully the autocannon can hold out. He doesn't have much ammo. Alright, that was it. And he ran out at the perfect time. Okay. So now we are kind of doing this in a two-prong kind of move. We can move up because we've taken care of that trio of Broodlords. Now it looks like this is the way that's going to make it. You never know when you're doing this stuff. I might as well just do my reload because I'm going to need it. And probably this is as far as I get. So we got a dead end here, put an Overwatch
They
down.
will
It's
fall.
not going to be that solid of an Overwatch, but at least it's something. Move this guy all the way down. And Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Now this guy is going to do his reload. And, oh, that took a lot of action points. So he's just going to stay put because that's pretty much it. I didn't realize how many action points that reload took. Jeez. Okay. Now we got to try and blast these guys. But at least we have the force barrier to keep backing me up in case I need to, rely on that. Alright, we're just going to do a back pedal here. I'm pretty happy with the positioning we've got so far.
Holding
Let's
position.
make sure we've got reloaded weapons here. Yeah, okay, so far so good. This guy should be reloaded. Okay, that guy needs reloadings. That's for sure. I need to make sure I keep on top of that. Okay, so coming into this room is pretty much pointless. But while I'm facing the door, I might as well open it. Well, I'll think about that. Well, maybe I can even help out over here. Let's see. I'm just shy of being able to put an Overwatch down. That sucks. Alright, well, that was a waste of an action point. Okay. So let's just get on shooting these guys. Until they're dead.
The machine spirits guide by fire.
Okay. That guy's dead. So what we're going to do here, we're actually going to entice them out. So that we can kill them. Okay, we're going to do... I don't think reloading is that big of an importance, so we're going to have this guy move one more, have him turn all the way around so he can put in a backup Overwatch down.
Stay alert, brothers.
Overwatch.
Weapon at the ready.
This does kind of scare me, though, this tactic. But I kind of feel like we have to get moving here. Okay, so this is essentially what I'm going to do back here to try and keep these guys off my back, because I'm going to have these Overwatches in the Flamer to take care of all these guys that are back here, because there's quite a lot. Although it looks like they're kind of shifting over here. If they become a problem, I'll deal with them. I'm just not sure what here I should do with the librarian. If I should move him here so that he has an Overwatch of these 3 squares. But if that's the case, they only need to move 1, 2, 3, and they're at him. This guy will get off 3 shots. He'll get off 2. The only problem is if I don't move him up, it's 1, 2, 3. This guy doesn't get a shot. I'm just really worried that this is risky and I might get my librarian killed. And the librarian is super important. Like, I can't stress how important he is to like winning these scenarios. So let's use one of the psychic abilities. Let's use the Psychic Storm area to wipe out some Gene Stealers. The other thing I could have him do is backpedal, but I don't know if I'm a big fan of that.
Confirmed you.
Then we're going to use his meditation ability, and have him move 1 up and put the Overwatch down. I'm kind of really nervous about this, but I feel like we got to take the risk if we're going to do anything with our with our mission here. Okay, so that looks like that. Don't think I've missed anyone, so let's let's end our turn. I'm keeping my fingers crossed here. Okay, yeah, he's exploding people over there. Okay, come on, finish him off. Good job.
They are close.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, we got some more action over here and over here.
They approach.
Okay, lots of action over here. Wow, that's a lot of Gene Stealers. Okay, we got some action up here. Okay, that worked perfectly. We've got a lot of Gene Stealers here, but I can take care of them pretty easily with some psychic abilities. Psychic Storm area. and put that as close as I can to it. That's one of those things, if I could get it just one space over, it would be a lot more effective, but I don't want to backpedal, so we're going to do that.
They approach.
So let's do just a strategic move up. I'm trying to figure out what the confines of this room is. So move right here so we can open the door, hopefully. Okay, light me up. Alright, so this room has no other doors. So now that we have the spawner locked down, we can open the door with one action point, reload with another, and send this guy down after taking the overwatch off. Okay, that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, I'm going to send the librarian. After he takes off his overwatch. That gets him 7 action points, yes. We don't have any spawners over here, so we get to this, we're good. Oh, and then let's just post this guy right here. I'll think about that. I'll think about that before I do that move. Okay, so all this guy needs to do is hold this off, because, well, even then, this is probably the exact same setup, so this guy can probably 1, 2, 3 get in there and lock down that spawner. So let's just sidestep with this guy. Have him come in. And we have this spawner locked down. So now all we have to do is just hold off the other areas. So we have him turn, move here and turn. Okay, he can help lock down this hallway. We can have him backpedal. We can have him backpedal again.
Moving to target coordinates.
Now he can put down a more effective overwatch. Okay, now this guy is kind of a little bit in trouble. So, I'm going to have him backpedal twice. No, not that. I always forget you got to do the backpedals manually, or it doesn't want to do it right. Now we can use the flamer for what he's intended for. No, not you, backpedal. Instead, turn, move here. Okay, and we're going to do our flamer. Do fire. Let's see what we got. That looks good.
The machine spirits die.
So we're blocking this area now, and we can just put him back over here. This guy can reload and come back over here. Okay. Now this guy we're just going to set up here, and we might as well have him bang on this door. So use our power fist on this door, because it says 0%. So instead we're just shoot it. Okay, and apparently it is now open? Is it open? I'm assuming it's open. Okay, so we can just reload. And as just a precaution, we'll do
Overwatch
Overwatch.
protocol initiated.
Alright, so it looks like we're pretty well set up to get this mission over with, because the thing that we need to activate is right here. That's going to be done next turn, so let's do this.
They come. Enemy inbound.
Okay. Guy with the autocannon's doing a good job. Alright. Alright, let's get our librarian over to this thing. Let's just open the door and see what we got. It'd be nice if you could actually see sometimes. Alright, let's get over there.
Affirmative.
Okay, and let's activate or plant explosives as it says. I'm hoping I don't have to do that on both sides. Probably I do, huh? Okay, that's fine. Things happen like that. So it's alright because we're already set up here to do it. We just need to move this guy up to block the spawner. And I don't think we're going to get there this turn. But we're going to get there most of the way. So I'll just send this guy. Trying to take off the Overwatch. It's so annoying. Put him here. So we lock down the spawner. And just have him turn. Okay, unfortunately the autocannon kind of has to take care of this by himself, which is somewhat unlikely considering that he doesn't have very much ammo left. So what I'll have him do is backpedal and send the flamer up there. Oh, that's so annoying. Now we have him go there.
Moving out.
And we can hose down the area with wide burst, like so.
Let them pull the force.
And then he can go back here. And he can step back.
Clear a path.
Alright, so it took us one extra turn than I expected, but
Affirmative.
not a big deal. This guy needs to put an Overwatch down. We should be set for next turn. Hopefully this guy can hold out. We'll put an Overwatch down just as a precaution, so if they come this way, he can take care of them. Alright, let's do the turn. Pretty sure I have everything as it should be. Yeah, okay. Let's end the turn. You know, this mission wasn't really all that hard outside of that one part where I had the 3 crew bullets. I mean, other than that, this has been not that hard of a mission. So yet another impossible mission that's not all that hard if you approach it the right way. Okay, my turn,
Enemy sighted.
I think.
Multiple targets acquired.
Okay, now it's going to be my turn. Okay, now we're going to just step forward. We're going to plant explosives. Yeah, that objective's complete. Now we just run our butts as far as it will allow us. We do have some Overwatch points, but I just want to make sure there's no enemies. Okay, it doesn't look like there is. So we're literally one turn away from completing this. Okay, so we can put a backup Overwatch over here now that we have the librarian.
Going into Overwatch.
The librarian can come out here
Objective logged.
and use psychic abilities to kill that one gene stealer. And then this guy can just use his turn to cool his weapon down,
Resuming
cool
fire.
his weapon down, and reload. And this guy should be golden. Okay, so we just have to survive one more turn, not have anybody die, and everything will be just fine. You can even have this guy kind of return, and then have him have a backup Overwatch. If he can get one. Which it looks like he can. Alright, perfect. We have every contingency, I think, accounted for. We're gonna have a little bit of combat as other cannons just destroy the Gene Stealers.
They are close, brother.
Alright.
I have movement, brothers. My bolter
That
is
guy
jammed.
overheated. No big deal. Okay. Now we just go and do our objective. And there you go. Bunch of achievements unlocked for that. Not sure if that stuff shows up for you guys or not. Okay. Just continue. You get an idea. We killed a bunch of Gene Stealers. So, nobody died. Not that hard of a mission. Just had to approach it in the right way with, good Overwatch setups and everything. Just the same kind of thing we've been doing with every mission. And there you have it. There's the end of the mission. Now, I think you're supposed to get an end of mission, end of campaign little pop-up here. But we had kind of a glitch where we got that pop-up on like the third mission. So if you're curious, watch my third video to get the descriptor for the end of the campaign. That's what's supposed to pop up right now. In any case, we finished the mission. We came out of it with everyone still alive. It looks like we even leveled somebody up. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series and this campaign. I may do another campaign. I've had a request for doing a Space Wolf campaign. I'm not Space Wolf. Yeah, did I say that right? The Wolf chapter, whatever that is. In any case, I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.